From the Ticats Audio Network, this is Morreale and Hitch.
Welcome to the Morreale and Hitch Podcast. I'm Mike Morreale. That's Rob Hitchcock. What do you got there? Is that a virtual line?
Yes, it is.
Espresso?
Nice espresso. Yeah, best.
That looks nice, eh?
Yeah, look. Nice. Look at the top. Nice.
Cappuccino?
This is just... No, that's how it comes out. It's, how they call it the scoff? You know the scoff?
Hey, you're a chief.
It's regular coffee, but it has the
crema.
whatever, little foam, little
The crema. Beautiful. That's a good way to start the morning.
I was at the gym at 6, buddy.
Doing what?
Working out. Look, I got a little water, too. It's big water. I work out now. I go twice a week.
You got to work out. You got to work out. I did.
Mike, go ahead.
I did weights yesterday for the first time. And when I say weights, 20-pound dumbbells. Okay? For the first time in about 7 years. 7 years. And I just did some curls, did some nice, shoulder raises, couple presses, and some triceps. That's it.
Yeah, that's all you need to do.
I hate it.
I've been going since January. We got a group of guys. We go on WhatsApp. There's like 5 of us.
Yeah.
And you know what? We try to go Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and we just say the night before, hey, who's in? It just whatever motivate you to come in.
Yeah.
You got to be. We meet at 6 in the morning at the golf club, and it's got a nice little gym. You know what? We work like 15, 20 minutes on the treadmill. I'll walk, and then I'll get just light. They got tons of stuff there, right? So I'm doing bench with like nickels on it, 25.
Oh, it hurts.
Shoulders.
Everything wobbly. Oh. Nothing feels good.
I do the Smith machine, so it's just one bar. So,
buddy, how far have we fallen? How far?
I know. I did it. I've been doing it for like 6 or 7 months. Sometimes I don't make it 3 times. I go twice a week, sometimes once. But at least I get on the treadmill. You know what I'm telling you? I feel better. I
agree 100%. I did that stupid thing I was telling you about yesterday, and I loved the feeling. The burn, it reminded me. It felt like I was accomplishing something. I was accomplishing nothing. But in my mind, it did. That's all that matters.
That's it. So you know what? We're going to keep it up. And usually through the summer, guys just bail off. But, I said, let's keep, because it's a winter thing, right? You want to work out in the winter. But no, it's good. It was like 5 or 6 of us go and kind of push each other a little bit. I guess you see the guys I got going, Scotty DeMont, a couple guys that just never worked out before, like never worked out.
Hey, that's what I feel like now. I feel like
curling like this. I said, no, you got to do one arm down, other arm up. Classic. Oh my God, classic. Oh. But they like me. They like me because they know I worked out for a living, right? So it gives them some motivation. I know we're not really supposed to talk about stuff, but we got to talk about
what happened.
The Cats got their first win.
Oh, thank the Lord!
I know it's one of those things where they put it this way: they look good.
They did look good.
They actually played to win, not played to win. Makes sense. And you know what? It was actually nice to see. So
I agree.
I hope they go on a little bit, and of course Toronto beating Toronto,
which is nice.
That's the best.
I enjoyed that game. Watched that game on TV. Enjoyed it. Had the family over. It was perfect out in the backyard. That was perfect. Haven't seen a nice game like that lead to victory in quite some time. That was good.
It was good. It was good because Friday I had a member guest golf tournament with my nephew up at Dundas Valley. What a gorgeous golf course.
Oh, yeah.
We played there a few times.
Haven't been there years. Didn't they do a clubhouse there?
Remember we went, I think it was you, me, Gregor, Danny, Ledbetter went. Remember we had an 8th we went down there, played a couple of times. That was years ago. Johnny Kirkwood, who's the head pro. He went to my high school.
He's still there?
Still there, 26 years. He owns a pro shop, everything. It's pretty good. Anyways, so good day, long day, 27 holes. Slept over at my nephew's place, bought a nice place up by Sulphur Springs in Governor's Road there. He's up there now, Jordan. And then the game was Saturday, so we went and watched his little nephew or my niece's birthday party, and then we watched the game. It was good.
Did you go to the game? No, you hung out watching TV.
No, I wasn't invited to that game.
What happened? We don't get invited no more. Maybe it's an open invite. We just don't know. I don't ask. I don't ask.
Hey, Bucko, can you ask your producer, your boss, to see maybe we can come
Yeah,
to the
like, is
game?
this an open invite? I figure as members of the media, Bucko, we used to get those nice passes, and then we'd be recognized when we go into the game, enter through the media suite, get up to the 7th floor, hang out there, eat some food, get down to the Caretakers Club, eat some more food. See, this is what I'm talking about. Look at that stupid face, the one on the left. Oh my God. Well, what happened? We used to have these nice passes.
I'm sure they'll
Yeah.
give you
You
passes if
think
you
so?
wanted passes. For
This
sure.
is a cry for help, Bucko. This is a cry for help.
Talk to Simone. He'll get you into Club
Oh,
21.
yeah, no. Club 21. We didn't even talk about that when we talked to Simone.
No. Oh, we didn't. I heard it's I was up there because I did the game, right?
Yeah.
2 weeks ago. And it's up at the club level, right? So that's where
That's where it is.
So me and Bubs and who Courtney Steven and RJ, we were doing the post game.
Yeah.
And they had the beats, the DJ going. And we couldn't even hear the coach talking language downstairs. We were trying to talk to him, and the beats were just.
Is it by invite only? What is it?
I think it's his posse, and no, he invites everybody. He invites
Of course.
everyone he wants.
He wants
So it's
everybody to have a good time.
It's a pretty good gig.
That's good.
And there's someone going around with some drink tickets. Nice.
Beautiful. Take those.
Free.
Thank you. We've played with a couple guys that changed their name. Do you remember the other guy that changed his name? And he went to school in Hamilton, played defensive end. I think defensive end. Was he a tight end too? First name Mark. Last name either with a V or with an F.
Mark, he played with us?
Yes, he played with us.
Oh, Fairway.
Yes. Do you remember he was Mark Verbeek?
Verbeek. That's right. He was Verbeek. I knew him as Fairway in high school.
That's right. And then he became Mark Verbeek. We don't ask questions. Nobody ever asked how that happened. I'm assuming probably had the parents different names, whatever it is.
You know where he lived, eh? He lived on, remember Quigley Drive? You know where the Red Hill goes up?
Yeah.
That's Quigley's
I know
on
exactly, yeah.
Nice. He had a nice, his parents had a big yard. We used to
Near
go
Glendale
there.
Golf Club, no?
Down from that, though. Yeah, down. The other side of Queenston. The other side of Queenston.
So he is a teacher / I guess, coach and athletic something or other at Hillfield. He works at my cousin Paul Masadi. So I see him every so often.
Massad's got a good job there. He's the AC or something, eh? Or AD now.
Yeah. AD.
That's pretty good. That's a good gig.
Not a
bad gig.
Drive around your golf cart all day.
Doesn't my goddaughter go there still?
She does.
Still there. She's got to be what?
Her birthday's coming up. I'm giving you the warning.
September 28th. I know.
There you go. Beautiful.
I sent her some dough last year.
You're good like that. That's
it's just good for the e-transfer. I just sent her e-transfer. Happy birthday. Thanks, Uncle Rob.
Buddy, there's no better gift for a teenager.
Actually, when I sent it to her, I didn't hear anything back. She probably thought, who knows who it was from. So I actually texted her and said, did you by chance get any money? Oh, yeah, thanks, Uncle Rob. Didn't even know it was from me.
Oh, no, just collect it. Could have been from anybody.
Oh, yeah.
How
about my guy, Matt? He went into a little golf tournament, like the Maple Leaf Tour, I think I told you about. He played at Sawmill, a little well, not say pasture. It was actually, I haven't been to Sawmill Golf Course up in kind of Vineland for probably 20 years. They've done a nice clubhouse. Like it's different. It's a public course, right? It wasn't nice, but it's actually looked pretty. Michelle and I went yesterday and watched them play. Shot 79 yesterday. He had a bad day. He had a double on a par 4. He double bogeyed. He was mad. And then today he had to get up because you know what they're doing, these guys, eh? Like he works at Canadian Tire.
Does he?
One day a week. So I said, you need to get a job for the summer. You need to get a job. Well, it's already going to be August. He says, so him and his buddy, they go around, they take all my tools. They take my father-in-law's tools. They take his buddy's tools, my lawnmower. They go in a truck, and then they go around and they ask people if they want their grass done, they want weeds picked. They meet this lady at this house, I don't know, not near here, but anyways, they found this lady, and the house was like abandoned, but she was outside cleaning, so it's perfect. They walked up and said, hey, what? The lady says, or they said, could we come and clean this out for you? It's a big job, probably take 2 days. And she said, well, how much? They said, 600. And they're like, she's like, yeah, okay, 600.
Come on.
So I think they went there today. This is the funny thing, and I think I know what's going to happen. This lady probably didn't even own the house. She's probably around there. They're going to go and clean this place up for 2 days, not get paid. I know it. I could just. What is this random lady in front of this house that's kind of like, it's a nice house,
Yeah.
right? But it's just weeds are like this. Someone who's been gone or something. It's probably not even her house, and she was in there. And I can't pay you 600 to clean it up because probably the neighbor wants it clean.
Listen, this is how you learn, buddy.
I can't wait till they come back.
They're either gonna
clean our whole yard. They never paid us. I can't wait for that.
It's gonna be awesome. Bucko's really failing in his job, eh? Really failing in his job. Bucko.
Hey, see, our job is just to give names of guests.
Yeah,
Then it's their job to actually get the guests on. And you know what? When they say yes, they're going to come on. Usually they're pretty excited, man. And that's another guy, Archie. Emerson. He ditched us a couple
lots
times
of
too.
times.
Yeah, well, that's okay. You know what? We got lots to talk about.
We do?
What are you doing today?
Hey,
Listen,
the
we
weather.
got a big trip coming up.
Ooh.
Me, Ellicottville.
Oh,
You know how we
you're doing
go
the golf.
every year?
You're doing the golf.
Yeah, so for those who probably never said this before, but my dad passed 11 years ago in May.
That long now?
11, yeah. So he used to come with us on these trips. We used to go to Ellicottville. My brother Paul, Bubba and Scott Sinclair, the four of them used to go to like Michigan like 15, 20 years ago, and my brother John and I just kind of never went. And then all of a sudden, about 12 or 13 years ago, they started going to Ellicottville. So we started going. So it went from 4 to 8 to 12. Now there's 16. Nice. So, and it's good. So we go Sunday, and Ellicottville's dead on Sunday. Like, honestly, like there's no one there Sunday night. Like the bars they're closed by 7 o'clock because there's nobody there, which is really good for us. So we go in and we have some drinks during the day. We play a round on Sunday. Then we wake up Monday. We play 2 rounds on Monday, but it's a scramble and a better ball, some fun stuff. And then we get up in the morning on Tuesday, play a quick 9 or a quick 18, and then we get out of there. We're home by 2. So it's really 2.5 days. It's great. Like there's nephews and my brothers, and we need a guy.
Bucko wants to go.
You ever been to the depot there in Ellicottville?
Yes.
Yes, Bucko.
We went there, so it was my friend's bachelor party in Ellicottville.
You have friends?
I went skiing. I went snowboarding. I lasted like 2 trips down the hill. I used to go snowboarding when I was in high school, but I have obviously aged, and my ankles were just burning.
You forgot.
I got the 8-hour rental, though, so I really needed that one.
That was good.
But we went to the depot, and we called ahead, and they were like, you can't take reservations, but we've got room for you. And we're like, we're a party of 8. You got room for us? Yeah, come. So we walk over. We have an Airbnb, like, over by the town-ish. And then they were just really rude to us and wouldn't seat us. And then
they took one look at you.
There was these other people who were waiting for a seat.
Yeah.
And because their whole party wasn't there, they wouldn't seat them. But they wouldn't seat us because it was their table. It was just ridiculous.
David, these are real world problems, David.
And then we all left reviews, and the owner responded to us, each of us.
Wow. Well, you're a review
and said you can come back anytime, and we're not going to give you reservations, though.
Yeah. Pretty much. Well,
they probably looked at your crew and just said, we don't want these guys in there.
We're a good-looking crew. Come on.
No, it's not what you look like. It's how deep your pockets were. They're like, this guy, waters, maybe the free bread, some nachos, couple beers.
Well, we went to this awesome one on Washington Street there.
Balloons?
The it's kind of new. Hidalgo. It's like a Mexican place, and you sit down and they gave you nachos and salsa. I'm like, I love this place.
Yeah,
I love this place.
You get to leave, then you leave right after.
That was free, and then you ordered some water and soup and Malva toast.
And the portions were massive.
Yeah,
Ellicottville.
Can I get some butter with that Malva toast, please?
So listen, you needed a guy. When's this trip?
Sunday.
Oh, I'd love to join you. Can't do Sunday.
Why?
Bucko is free.
Come on, Beatsy. I know I was going to ask
I
you earlier.
can't do Sunday. I can't. I can't even talk about my job on this podcast anymore.
I know you just say you're working.
I'm working.
You got Sunday, Monday, home on Tuesday. You can get work done there.
I understand what you're saying, but I have stuff I have to do. This summers are tough for me, my friend. You talk like September, late August, no problem.
Yeah, well, it's too cold down there that time. It's actually we used to go mid-August, and in the mornings it's like 8 degrees in August in the morning. It gets chilly. What's really mountain? It's a friggin' escarpment, but it's
hill.
But anyway, so we can't go with 15. My brother John bailed. That's why.
What happened?
He had to bail. He's got a place up in New Brunswick, so he had to go up there for something. I don't know. I'm like, whatever. So we got to find my buddy Anthony Hayes. You know Anthony.
Yeah.
He's a good buddy of ours. He's rooming with. He used to room with John, so now I got to find him a roommate. So
Where do you guys stay?
right at the inn.
Airbnb.
No, the Holiday Inn. No.
He stayed. David stayed there.
No, we stay at the inn, so it's
Get
right
free
after
breakfast.
the first bowl.
Free
Holiday
breakfast.
Valley Inn. Free breakfast. Yeah.
You did a free breakfast, bro.
You can't eat. You should see the breakfast.
Is that bad?
So, like the sausage patties that are sitting in the oil. The sits in the oil forever. Then the like French toast that's the Wonder Bread that's cut like that.
Oh,
and
baby.
lots of syrup and they don't care
You're
in
in
the
the
morning.
U.S., buddy. You're in the U.S. Anything
You know
happens.
what it is? Though? It's $350. It's cost for 2 nights, 4 rounds of golf and breakfast. It's pretty good, man.
That's a great deal.
Because you pay golf, you pay $75 or $70 US to play a day, and we got the package, so we get the 2 nights with that. So and you have to do 2 per room, right? So if you only go one guy, if we're short a guy, the other guy's got to pay full pop.
He's got to pay. You don't divvy it up, eh? Somebody's got to pay.
Then I got to tell my brother and some of his buddies that they got to pay $30 extra. They're going to be no.
$30 is the limit.
No, I'm not paying $30 extra for a guy that didn't show up. I should just make my brother pay.
You should. See what happens. He'll find somebody quick.
Yeah. Hey, did you see last night? Did you watch the game at all? The Calgary game?
Just the highlights this morning.
Did you see Wally?
Yes.
Wally Buono?
Yep.
That was good.
They I tell you what, Calgary's always done. Like their stadium is a disaster. I mean, they got a lot of stuff they're working against, but they've always in terms of like them, Edmonton for sure, in the same situation. Right now, the Edmonton situation is a disaster, and that was in our day and for decades the quintessential
business model
team in the whole league. Yeah. So to see that happen is like hard. But the Calgary thing is somewhat similar because they were riding the heyday when we were playing. Those are the heydays over there.
Yeah.
Now it's tough to put people in that stadium. But to your point, they do a really good job of taking care of their alumni.
Wally, for those who didn't watch or whatever to see it, he went up on the wall. He was the 50th guy to go up on the wall. 50th.
Crazy.
I think Hamilton's got. I was the 24th.
Yeah, maybe
and that
26,
was
28.
26 or 27 now. I think it is, but yeah, you know what? He was really got a quick story about him after the '99 Grey Cup. McCarthy was I don't know. He was doing some stuff with my contract, right? So I had to re-sign or whatever.
That's with this what he was doing.
Yeah, trying to sign me for $29.5 again. And so Wally, I talked to Wally after because he called me, right? And he's like, you know, we'd like to bring you to Calgary and da-da-da. I said, well, it's got to be for
30 grand, at least 30 grand.
30, because the 30 you're going to spend it on room and board and food anyway, right? So what's the point? So yeah, make it for 30 G's more and I'll come. So like what he said, it's funny because he's like, oh, just, you know what? Just tell McCarthy that that we're going to give you this, we're going to bring you out. So I told Mike, I said, yeah, they're going to give me like 90 or something. And he's like, oh, no, they're offering me like 75. And I'm like, 75 after 5 years and won a Grey Cup. And anyways, it was funny.
Now you get 75 just to walk in the door.
I know.
Crazy.
So anyways, McCarthy ended up giving me what I wanted because...
What'd you get, 70? You got
70.5 and I had to pay 3%.
And you get 10 free tickets.
Yeah. I had that too. I always had 10 free tickets, 10 season tickets.
Perfect.
Yeah. Anyway, so that was good. Wally did me a favor. He said, you know, if they call and tell me, I'll say we're going to offer you 90. And if they were smart, they should have said he should have taken for 90. No,
Yeah.
I think it was one. I think it was 120. I think they were offering me Calgary.
At
120.
that time,
It was
big.
big
Compared
back
to
in
what we were
that.
getting paid in Hamilton.
Yeah, that was big.
But I tell you one thing: if you look at the all-time coaching wins, Wally
Yeah.
is like
He's first.
crushing it,
He's 282.
crushing it.
Yeah.
Like the second place, which I think is Don Matthews, who was a
Yeah.
hell of a coach too, isn't even close, man.
No. Do you know who's got a lot? I saw the number. I mean, I saw the name. I didn't see the number. Osh's getting up there.
Oh yeah, I think he's like top 5 or 6.
Yeah, he is, because they named him in the same breath as Wally and Matthews.
And
So
Matthews,
he's
crazy.
yeah, that's crazy. He's
He'll
been
have a
with
statue named after himself. In
Yeah.
OSHA eventually, I mean, this year's not going so well, but he'll have a statue there with this big Cro-Magnon forehead. Imagine building a statue with that big forehead thing. Like
him and Warren Musica.
oh yeah, and they'll just headbutt each other. I would like to be the guy that makes the O'Shea statue. I would love to make that. There's
Cro-Magnon man. Cro-Magnon man.
There's
Hey,
lots of
Bucko.
stuff I would do to that statue.
We had a guy, Warren Musica from Saskatchewan, and every time he came into camp, he had this like growth here. Every time he hit somebody with his helmet would come down, and it would hit this little bump, and it would bleed. And he would be every game, every practice, every training camp would be bleeding down his nose. They couldn't stop it. They couldn't even put a pad, nothing.
Stupid head was that's how it was shaped. And then he used to wrestle. Him and Dave Hack used to be roommates, and they would wrestle each other like full on. Musica was a good wrestler,
Strong.
and Hacker was crazy. So those two together, they'd be out front. They had a place up on like Rymo Road, like a little townhome section. And one day I drove by to pick them up. They were on the front yard wrestling each other. Like this is a 6'6" guy and another, shorter but big, strong guy in Musica wrestling each other on the front yard, just for fun.
Do you remember when we went to Saskatchewan and we stayed and then went to Winnipeg? I think that week we had to stay. So anyways, we're in Saskatchewan practicing day before the game, and there was an infestation of crickets.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
I do remember that. We stayed in Regina, right?
We stayed in Regina. We're on the field. There was 1 million of them, and we couldn't even practice.
No.
There were so many. And Warren grabbed one of them, and these crickets are on steroids, and he was betting guys that he'd eat one just for a joke, and they were flying all over the place. All the guys got around. He grabs it, and he bites it, and his stuff shoots. And he ate it.
Oh yeah.
He ate it. Oh, he got so much money. I think he got per diem off some of the guys. He got a lot of per diem. It was disgusting. He ate crickets. Like, what do you? He goes, I always used to do it when we were kids. I'm like, oh.
Oh, he's that country boy. He's the country bumpkin. He didn't care.
Yeah.
He did not care.
They were getting back to Wally for a second. They were talking yesterday in the game about his Grey Cups, his 5 Grey Cups he's won. Not even, he was talking about 06 and this, nothing about 99.
Really?
Or sorry, 98 when they beat us at the last second field goal. Not one met everything else except that one. He talked about, I think he might have forgot. What's his name? Kicked the winning field goal. Was like
McLaughlin,
McLaughlin with 0 seconds to go. I thought that would have been.
That was a great, and you had Garcia, right? That was Garcia's.
They're talking about the quarterbacks that he coached, like Jeff Garcia, Dave Dickinson, Doug Flutie, like Huffnagel was their old coordinator for all those years.
Right? So, that was BC, but
yeah, that was he had some good quarterbacks, man.
Great quarterbacks. Great.
When I look back
Henry
at
Burris.
Henry Burris. When I look back when we played Meatsy, the quarterbacks.
Oh man.
I'm not taking anything away from the quarterbacks that are playing now. I just view them differently than the guys because when we came in, these guys were established. Like Calvillo wasn't established. He came in '94 or whatever, and Hamilton cut him because he had happy feet, and then he went to Montreal and played 17 years.
Yeah, but he played behind Tracy Ham in Montreal.
Tracy Ham.
He still worked his way up. The guys, dude.
Like look at Dunnigan.
Ham. Every team had a kill.
Damon Allen. Like the guys.
Team.
it was hard to get. I mean, look back now. It's like when I look back at the quarterbacks I was playing against on defense. These guys, it was hard to get interceptions off these guys. Like, they just didn't throw the ball away. Like, I look at it now, I'm like, oh my gosh, I probably would have 60 picks in this league if some of the
Hari
quarterbacks.
Jones, Henry Burris, and then even if you went to like Reggie Slack and all these, Reggie Slack was a beast.
Remember, I think I told this on this maybe on this podcast about our first or second show, but it was a long time ago. Remember what I did to Reggie at home? I made an interception off him, and he threw a bomb, like a poster, right to the dugout by them. So, or it was the middle of the field. So I caught it, and I'm running towards their sideline, and he came flying. And Reggie was big, 220, big quarterback. He came flying at me, and no, it was an interception. Oh my God, he rolled. This is the second time he rolled out and was running towards with the ball. And he was about to go out of bounds, and he turned at the last second into me, and I lowered my head right like a yard out of bounds, and I hit him so hard.
Out of bounds.
I hit him so hard, and he left his feet. He hit Cal Murphy, who was on the edge of the thing, flipped him, and Cal broke his arm. Remember Cooler was with Saskatchewan? I hit Cal Murphy, and Cal Murphy flips, breaks his arm in the dugout at Ivory Stadium on their bench, and they were all. No one came to my rescue. Everyone was on me. Cooler, you're dead. I'm gonna kill you. Oh my gosh!
You remember the dugouts? I don't think people understand. Like the Ivory Stadium. First of all, on the press box side, if you had 4 yards, that was a lot between that and the wall. And for the first 10 years of our career, there was no padding on those walls.
There's no padding on the CBC camera. There's no padding on that. That's 1 yard off.
Yes.
Remember, it barely fit on the sideline, that cart.
And then the other side was literally dugouts. So if you went out of bounds,
concrete.
4 yards later, you're into the dugout, down the concrete steps, into Gonzalo Floyd's piss. Yeah. He would just piss in the dugout.
He pissed in the dugout all the time. And he's sitting there like the camera's not on. He's peeing right in the corner. It's 90 degrees out.
Right where the phone is.
Peeing into a garbage can with the heat in the middle of the summer. Oh my God, it was brutal. And then how about the fans? How about the fans yelling, "Sunset, you suck"?
These are our own fans. Our own fans were like, oh my God, I got a lot of heat from our fans, boy. Both on Hamilton and when I was in Toronto. That one I understood. In Hamilton, boy, man, I had people want to fight me after games, whipping stuff at me. But then I did have my buddies that would bring me beers. They bring me beers. Actually, it was, what are those, what's the name of that stuff? I never was a beer drinker. Like a cooler, one of those coolers. Mike's Hard, whatever it was. Stupid.
Yeah, he didn't like the beer.
Oh, the Smirnoff, with the Smirnoff stupid container. Those things.
We had a good green room, though. Tell the fans about the green room.
Oh. It was under the stands.
Under the stands.
Like a hot box.
Dripping. If it was raining, there would be dripping through the concrete. Our families would be there waiting for us.
Remember the TV?
Yeah. On the wall?
No, the big box, the one that was like 6 foot wide. It was, remember the cases that were this big?
Yeah.
It had the old tube from behind. You could barely even see. It had no contrast.
People would watch it, and then the families would be in there sweating, waiting for us after the game. And we had one of Side Door Gary or somebody was pouring the drafts for us.
Oh yeah.
And he wouldn't give it to anybody unless the players came in. My mom or dad was there. No, you're not getting anything until they come in. Oh my God! You remember the wall we signed?
Yep. That was supposed to be saved. That was supposed to be saved and put somewhere.
I would hope it would have been, because there was every signature of every player that played in.
Even like opposing teams, like other teams, Pinball would sign, other people would sign. That was a great. They should have just cut that wall out and put. I thought they were doing that in the alumni room.
Was it wood? I think it was wood. Or was it concrete we signed? No, it was wood.
It was wood.
Yeah, I hope they didn't demolish that.
But I remember when they were building the new stadium, they were talking about putting a replica of that wall in the alumni room, but I don't recall seeing it.
We should look that, Butko. Write that down. See what that is. We got to figure that out.
You still here? You're sleeping?
Yeah. Speaking about the alumni room, I wish they had a room where we could watch the game. That's my only thing with the alumni room. It's great, and then the support that the alumni goes in, it's unbelievable. I don't go in there as much because
Wow.
I'm either doing the game or I was working it at some point. But I mean, I wish I could go in there more. But it's just like you go to, Edmonton, or you go to any other school. Like they've got the end zone in Edmonton is
Well, you can
this
see the game.
outside
Seeing
patio.
the
I mean,
game's a good start.
it's a much bigger venue, right? Where they've got the room to do it. But I wish like maybe two private boxes up in the corner or something.
Nice,
Just
Bucko. Make
or,
that
or
happen.
even where the club is, the club seats, where the alumni, the CFL Hall of Fame guys can go. Should be allowed to go in there, I think. But anyways, it's another story.
That's a story for another day.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Bucko. What are you saying?
Have you seen the new Stipley experience at the Tim Hortons
I've
Field?
seen pictures of it with
The
the
one
big hammers and that.
It looks like
Never
fun.
seen has there been concerts there too? Some
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've had people
Yeah.
open. Yeah, I
I'll
mean,
still say to this day, Bucko, you're probably too old for this. You don't remember. You're just in diapers. But not too long ago, they had the concerts at First Ontario, whatever the Tim Hortons Field.
yeah.
They had Darius Rucker and who was the other guy from Australia, the country. Oh, he was good.
Yeah.
It was a great place. Anyways, it was a great place for a concert venue. It was awesome. I hope they do
Yeah.
more concerts there.
Yeah. Well, I'm just looking at a picture right now.
What you got? What's the picture you're looking at?
Looking at my back, and it's all the 99 guys that came to my induction.
Nice.
It should.
It's adjusting. It's never going to be the same. Oh, that's a nice picture. I never saw that.
See? All the guys are
Who signed that?
I know, we should sign it.
Get that
Got
signed.
Montford, Tigrill,
Go back for a
Fleiser.
minute. Let me check out your jeans. Where are those jeans from? Those. Look at those jeans, eh?
You know what those jeans are? Those are Gary Waters jeans.
Gary Waters. Is that in business anymore?
Yeah, yeah.
It
My
is.
buddy Adam took it over.
Which is the one that's not in business? The one that was in the mall? Oh, yeah, that's Gary Waters. It was in the mall.
Yeah, that's not in the mall anymore. That's over by Johnny Rocco's now.
Oh,
It's,
yeah.
It's its own. It's its own. They got a girls' shop and a guys' shop now. I don't go there anymore.
No.
Can't afford it.
Podcasting doesn't pay the bills.
Podcast doesn't pay the bills.
Rob's an official he's a podcaster now.
Yeah,
Big.
I'm gonna be a YouTuber.
Yes.
Gonna be like Simone. I'm gonna ask him how he does it.
Ask him how he does. Because he puts a camera on and he just YouTubes.
I don't think I don't have that. I don't have that excitement.
No, you
He's-
don't have the capability. Listen, I got to tell you, that was one of my most favorite interviews we've done with Simone. It was so easy. We could have talked to him for hours and hours.
Oh, you're gonna have him on again.
That was easy.
Yeah, when he brought out the board, that was funny. What do you want for a new contract? Like stuff like that. We usually think of that stuff, but he thought of that right away. That was good.
I've always had a lot of respect for Simone, but after that show, it's like, okay, this dude can hang anytime. I'm happy to have him around.
He was on the sidelines the other day, so he's one step closer to actually dressing.
How come we're not allowed on the sidelines like that?
Well, because of what Ozzy did on a couple of months.
Fair enough.
Can't walk over. You suck.
They can't allow us to the sidelines anymore. You know,
People ask me about that. What was he doing? I said,
nobody knows.
I don't know. I don't know. He doesn't remember, I don't think. He doesn't remember. He's
He doesn't
old.
quite know.
Oh,
And the
my
other
God.
guy that was supposed to be on today blew out his rotator cuff picking up the wake up over his head. Oh my God. I had O'Shea text me during the game. He's like, what happened to Cooler? He almost dropped the cup. I said, oh, God.
Yeah.
That was.
They had him on TV too. He almost blew it up. It was the best thing ever. He fell backwards. He turned, his shoulder gave out. And I think it was a replica Grey Cup because it was
heavier.
heavy.
It was heavy.
It's heavier. Oh my gosh, it was heavy. Oh, that was fun. Do you remember speaking about Cooler? Do you remember when Coach O had us? I don't know when it was. It was probably 5 years ago.
Oh, that was when you got inducted that year.
Okay,
We were all in
that's
town.
what. And we got to talk to the players the day before. Oh my God, he's like, "Can you guys say something?" So Meetsy's up, says a little something. I say something for like 30 seconds, just whatever. Just go play together, blah blah blah. Cooler gets up there and he talks about you guys drinking shakes after a game.
Him and
You're
Campbell.
doing this. Him and Campbell, they talked for 15 minutes. The players want to just get out of there. They don't want to listen to this old guy that's had 43 beers in him. It was the funniest thing. Coach O was just looking at him like, you asked for this.
This is what it is.
You asked for when Cooler gets on the mic.
Oh,
forget it.
Oh, and he was trying to break us down after when we were there for the reception, and he kept trying to do it. Nobody listened to him.
Remember whenever he started doing his speeches, he started talking and trying to get us going. We'd all just go, "Shut up! 1, 2, 3, cats!" And we get out of there. He'd be in the middle, all mad. He'd be all red in the face.
Oh, this is good times, my friend. Good.
We crushed them. We crushed guys. We got crushed too, but we crushed guys that if they talk too long and get out of here, get out.
That was like Jeff Cummins. Jeff Cummins for the Grey Cup. He tried to give a speech. Get out of here, and then Tiggs came in and that was it.
Yeah, I remember we did it to the rookies. It was they didn't know.
Yep.
But what was the thing? So we get one rookie to come in and break us down, and as soon as he come in, as soon as he says like one word out of his mouth, we just all scattered.
Yeah, leave him in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, can't do that anymore. People cry. You do that anymore, people cry. They get offended.
Because we used to send the rookies out.
Yes.
Because they never knew it. It happened before every breakdown, right? Or day before a game, we'd send all the rookies out, get out of here, and we'd have one in. And we said, if you tell them what's up, you're dead.
Yeah.
So that was every one of them. I think some of them knew it was coming, but that's okay.
But you can't do it. People get offended. Their voices aren't heard, and then you screamed at them. Their ears hurt.
Oh my gosh, we had some good times though. Holy cow!
Good times. I think we're going to wrap this thing up.
Yeah, it's a good little session.
Good session without even. I got to be honest. There must be a time. Oh, look at Dr. Evil. That's Dr. Evil with a ponytail.
What's his name? Her name?
Remy
Martin. That's what you're swigging every night, eh?
Oh, look it.
I wish.
That's what a cutie.
I wish.
He's holding a pussy cat.
I hope he just that leg comes up and just rips your face off.
Oh,
that would make for great podcasting. That would be awesome.
Hey, so Mitzi, if you do change your mind, or if anyone's listening to this and they want to come to Ellicottville, just call.
If anybody wants to go to Ellicottville with Rob, text David Butko. He'll be late in replying, and then it won't happen.
One other thing, Shaggy's been calling me. I just haven't had a chance.
Bro.
Did you get the video of him? Birthday. Did you get the invite of him jumping in the Pacific Ocean?
Yes, I did.
It was like 4-minute video.
Yes,
Love it. I know he listens. Shaggy, I watched it. I'll get back to you, buddy. I apologize for not getting back to you. I did see your video.
Love Shaggy.
He was trying to swim to the boat.
I don't know what he was doing. He said
he was yelling. He was yelling in the Pacific Ocean, and the current. I think he was trying to swim to the boat. He wasn't moving. I said, "What's this guy going to get carried away, or some sharks going to come and eat him?"
Okay, listen. From myself, Rob Hitchcock, Butko, and his cat, this is the Morreale Hitch Podcast here on the Ticats Audio Network. Have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.
Peace out, boys.
That's another episode of Morreale Hitch on the Ticats Audio Network. Have a question or a comment for them? Email us at mnh@ticats.ca. That's MANDH@ticats.ca.